Imagine ordering a strategically optimized nutrient delivery system when all you craved was a simple cheese sandwich. Business communication often transforms basic concepts into an impenetrable jungle of bewildering corporate jargon. Every day, professionals navigate a linguistic maze designed to sound important, but often means very little. These ubiquitous buzzwords create an exclusive club, leaving many feeling confused, frustrated, or simply out of the loop. Why do intelligent people adopt such convoluted language when clarity would serve everyone much better? Perhaps it stems from a desire to appear innovative, knowledgeable, or simply to fit into a perceived corporate culture. This language phenomenon impacts how decisions are made, how teams collaborate, and how success is ultimately measured. It can inadvertently alienate stakeholders who do not possess the secret decoder ring for corporate speak. Understanding this phenomenon empowers you to decode the true message and communicate with refreshing directness. We will strip away the fancy packaging, revealing the surprisingly ordinary truth beneath these linguistic layers. Prepare to uncover the hilarious reality hidden behind the most frequently uttered phrases in the business world. Our mission is to equip you with the tools to confidently translate this obscure language into plain, actionable English. Consider synergy, the king of corporate cliches, often invoked to describe any basic collaborative effort. It sounds like a secret formula for exponential growth, but it generally means working together effectively. Think of leveraging your core competencies. This grand phrase simply suggests using your best skills. It evokes images of powerful mechanical advantage, when really it just means playing to your strengths. But that's not the strangest part. Some terms actively obscure rather than illuminate the actual work. A deep dive into a subject sounds profound, like exploring an ocean trench for hidden treasures. In reality, it signifies nothing more complex than merely looking closely or studying something thoroughly. Then there's circle back, which conjures images of endless unproductive loops and wasted precious time. This common phrase typically means, let's talk about this again later, perhaps when you have an actual plan. Wait until you hear what comes next regarding the most overused, often misused corporate cliché. Moving the needle suggests a significant impact, like a dramatic shift on an important analytical dashboard. However, it simply means making progress or achieving some improvement, even if it is very small. Low-hanging fruit implies effortless success, like picking ripe apples from the lowest tree branches. This term refers to easy wins or obvious opportunities that require minimal effort to achieve success. And then something unexpected happened. These terms became so ingrained, they felt like genuine business vocabulary. Let's tackle paradigm shift, a phrase suggesting a monumental, world-altering transformation of thought. Often, it merely describes a big change or an important new way of approaching a familiar situation. It's like announcing you've redesigned the wheel when you simply added a fancy new hubcap. Another classic is bandwidth, which implies a complex technical constraint on communication capabilities. In most office settings, it just means, do you have enough time? Or are you too busy right now? This word transforms a simple question about availability into a scientific-sounding capacity assessment. You won't believe how often thought leadership is used to describe someone simply sharing their opinions. It suggests profound intellectual guidance, but often means being an expert or having strong ideas. This creates an aura of unchallenged wisdom, even when the thought is rather commonplace. Prepare for the next revelation about phrases that deliberately inflate simple requests into complex projects. Boil the ocean describes a task so overwhelmingly vast, it's impossible to complete with current resources. It implies monumental futility, when the speaker simply means that's too big or it's not practical. Imagine saying, I need to put a pin in that, instead of simply asking to pause the discussion.
This phrase adds an unnecessary layer of casual metaphor to a perfectly straightforward request for delay. Reach out transforms a simple act of contact into a more dramatic, almost desperate, communication effort. It literally just means contact someone or send an email, devoid of any hidden, deeper meaning.
Contact someone or topic's deeper meaning. This means let's discuss this privately, preventing open dialogue and potential team-wide learning opportunities. The impact of these linguistic choices extends far beyond just sounding impressive in meetings. Every time you decode one, you reclaim clarity and encourage others to communicate with similar precision. Remember, clear language is like a well-lit path, while jargon is like navigating a dense, dark fog. Mastering this translation skill allows you to see through superficial rhetoric to the actual core message. This understanding empowers you to challenge ambiguity and champion straightforward, honest dialogue. But there's another, more insidious side to this corporate language phenomenon you need to know. Sometimes these terms are deployed intentionally to create a veneer of expertise or to obfuscate failure. This pervasive buzzword culture often leads to significant miscommunication, hindering genuine understanding and efficient teamwork. Employees might spend valuable hours deciphering vague requests, rather than focusing on their actual productive tasks. It can foster an environment where appearing busy or important supersedes the actual substance of one's contributions. The constant pressure to use these terms makes many individuals feel insecure about their own natural communication style. Ultimately, clearer language enhances productivity, boosts morale, and ensures everyone understands the shared objectives. By understanding these linguistic disguises, you gain the power to cut through the noise and demand real clarity. Embracing plain speech demonstrates confidence and a genuine commitment to effective, transparent, and meaningful communication. This simple shift empowers you to foster a more honest and productive environment for everyone involved. The hidden cost of corporate jargon includes lost time, increased frustration, and diminished overall team engagement. It creates unnecessary barriers to entry for new team members or those from different cultural backgrounds. It creates unnecessary barriers to entry for new team members or those from different cultural backgrounds. This language also often hides a lack of concrete plans or specific actions behind a facade of grandiosity. True leadership emerges when leaders communicate complex ideas in ways that are accessible to absolutely everyone. Your ability to translate these terms makes you an invaluable asset in any professional setting. It promotes a culture where substance triumphs over superficiality, fostering genuine progress and innovation. Ultimately, the most impactful business communication always relies on simplicity, clarity, and genuine human connection. If you found this breakdown insightful, subscribe for more content that demystifies complex topics with a touch of humor. Let me know in the comments which buzzword you would most like to see translated next.